Alright, hello, my name is Strikeout, or Strikeout1066, and this will most likely be my first video on YouTube. I've had a couple attempts at this before, but I was downloading the VODs from Twitch from my Xbox and then voicing them over on my computer. But I've recently built a brand new gaming PC, and I figured, you know what? Let's do it right. Let's get a good first impression. Let's build up some good content on my channel. So the first thing you click on isn't a terrible video. I've been streaming on Twitch now for about 5 or 6 months, and I've been really loving it. I'm just at around 150 followers. I've been getting anywhere from 5 to 10 viewers my streams lately, so I figured, you know what, let's start making some YouTube videos. Twitch is a very hard platform to grow on, and one of the biggest reasons that I started streaming on Twitch and why I'm now starting to put out some content on YouTube is because I really want to grow a community where we're all friendly, we're all able to play video games together, and that's one of the reasons why I started getting involved with content creation over on Twitch. I started off playing a lot of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, playing some MLB The Show, and recently I just built a PC, which is one of the reasons why I'm going to start streaming and playing games like HOI 4. So a little bit before I get too far into this game here, I have about 8 hours in this game. So that means I'm fairly new, if I don't say so myself. And one of the things that I'm trying to do is learn this game on Twitch. So if you see any problems with any of the things that I'm doing, please do not be afraid to comment down below and give me some tips. I've no problem taking some feedback and taking some advice. That's one of the reasons why I started streaming. I want to get better at video games. I've been playing video games my whole entire life, but there's always room to improve in anything that you're doing. And that's one of the things I want to do is play some of these brand new games like HOI, like Crusader Kings that I've been playing more recently, and just kind of grow. I've been kind of addicted to this game, which is why I'm having some of my first YouTube videos be on this game. But this isn't the only game I'm going to be playing on this channel, or the only genre. So if you only like HOI 4, I'll be putting out some content for that, but it's not going to be the only thing I'm putting content out for. So if you enjoy this video, maybe you want to subscribe, see some other games if you're just into HOI 4. But I'm really excited to get started on YouTube and see what I can do, see how I can grow my channel. Hopefully, this little introduction hasn't bored you. If it has, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get into the gameplay right now. But yeah, I'm really excited. I went with Germany here because, like I said, I'm fairly new to the game, and I want to be able to play one that a lot of people think is easy. So far, I haven't thought it's easy because I'm not good at the game, but we'll see what I can do here. As many of you who have probably watched HOI have noticed before, is I am running a mod. I'm running the Road to 56, which goes ahead and adds a ton more options and makes the game run until 1956 for anyone maybe doesn't know that. And if you look in the national focus tree, you'll see that there's a lot more. Maybe a little too much for me as a brand new player, but I figured if a lot of people use this, might as well learn it and challenge myself that way. I'm gonna need to go ahead and grab some rubber and some oil here. I know that's gonna slow down my construction, but that's okay. So this playthrough, I'm really gonna try to get a slow burn cooking. I want to be able to build up some of my infrastructure, build up some of my some of the like purge political opponents, combine that, and build up some of my defenses. So I'm gonna go down the economy route a little bit, and then once I start getting, you know, more and more, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, do the Anschluss, and then I always like to try to get Czechoslovakia, Slovenia, and then usually by the time I'm ready to invade Poland, that's when, you know, all hell kind of breaks loose. So I think maybe this time what I'm gonna do is prepare to invade the French first before I try to invade Poland, because I'm not the best. But yeah, like I said, if you guys have any advice, this isn't going to be the first playthrough that I do of this game for sure, and we'll see how I do. I'm really excited to get started here. And one of the things I'm gonna work on in some of these early YouTube videos are, you know, finding things to talk about. And I figure since this is one of the first YouTube videos I'm gonna be putting out on my channel, I'll give you guys a little bit of a background on me. I am 21. I just turned 21 pretty recently, so that means I'm in college. It doesn't mean I'm in college, but I am. I'm going to school for computer science, and I'm currently a junior. So I have about a year and a half left in college, and then after that, we'll see. There's a lot that I can do with a computer science degree, but that's cool. But I'm really just gonna try to get some internships and kind of see where that leads me. One of the things that I think is cool about being in college, being 21, being all this stuff, is that I bring like a different dynamic than some of the people that I watch on YouTube personally. I'm a little younger than them. I'm a little more, I have a little bit more free time, I would say. I have a job on campus. I'm a teaching assistant, and I also work in the counseling center as a peer educator for drugs and alcohol. So if people, basically what that means, if people get caught with drugs or alcohol on campus, we do a little presentation with them, try to be like, hey, don't do that. It's cool. I've actually never seen them stay alive here. That's cool. But yeah, I have a lot of free time on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, the way that my college does it. That's one class group, and then the other is Tuesday, Thursday. I know a lot of colleges do that. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I'm really excited. I think I'm going to cut back on streaming maybe a little bit and start focusing on putting out YouTube videos and really focus on streaming at night and on the weekends. And then as I keep growing, definitely definitely put out some more content. If you do end up enjoying this video, I would recommend you checking out my stream. That's where I'm a little bit more interactive, able to give you guys some advice. I get a lot of people coming at me and saying, hey, what should I do here? What should I do in this situation? And those are the kind of things that I love. That's why I got into streaming. I love interacting, and I love being able to play video games with other people. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in watching, my Twitch channel is twitch.tv/strikeout1066. It's the exact same thing as my YouTube. So if you enjoy this video, definitely go check that out. I would love to hear that. Hey, I saw your video on YouTube and I'm coming checking you out. Or hey, you suck at this game. Let me give you some advice. Because I'm gonna tell you this, right? I've played the beginning of the game probably 8 or 9 times, so I have a lot of experience in this phase of the game. As soon as it's time to fight the French, and as soon as the Soviets get involved, you just see Germany shrink and shrink and shrink. So hopefully that doesn't happen with this playthrough, but no matter what, I'm gonna upload this on YouTube. Just get the content train rolling, and depending on how it goes, we'll either be Germany again, or maybe we'll try something else. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try to demilitarize this quickly, because my friend said that France can deny us the ability to demilitarize the Rhineland, where in the base game they don't really have that. So I want to get things cooking there a little quickly, but not so fast where I'm kind of screwed. How are my logistics going? What do I... Let's see. Okay, so that's just building up. Okay, that's fine. Let's bump the speed up just a tiny bit. Hopefully there's not a lot of drop frames or anything bad. This is, like I said, the first time I'm recording a video on my computer, so I just want to see how it goes. Since I talked about, you know, myself as a person, maybe I should talk a little bit about my gaming history. So I started playing video games when I was around 2 or 3 years old. My mom is a teacher, and in the summers, you know that teachers have off. But about 2 or 3 weeks before every new school year, the teachers have to go in and set their classrooms up. And you know, my mom worked at a school that was a little bit more, I guess, affluent than the area I guess we necessarily lived in. So they had a lot of computers at their school. So the first video games that I played were actually the educational games that were on the computers at my mom's school. One of my favorites was actually a oh, nice. They didn't fight back. All right, we're gonna do this. One of my favorites was actually this paleontologist game where you would I don't remember the educational value of it. Maybe it was the different bones, but essentially there was a grid, right? Think of your number pad on your keyboard, right? There was a grid just like that, and each number key represented an area that you could dig. And it was almost like Minesweeper, where you would pick one and you would try to dig, and you would hope that there was a dinosaur bone at the bottom of it. Sometimes there was, and sometimes there wasn't. But the most fun thing about it was almost like Battleship, where you would kind of trace the bone, and you would just try to uncover more and more. And I just remember playing hours and hours of that game, being like, Mom, I found a pterodactyl bone. Oh my God, it's actually a whatever. And I loved that game. And then Persian. Okay, that's fine. And then I continued that love, and actually, I love how Germany has so much political power. I actually played another dinosaur game on my dad's computer. My dad was the computer tech at the school that my mom taught at, and that's actually how they met. And he had a computer at his house, and I would play. And what you would do is you were a velociraptor, and you would go around and try to steal different dinosaurs' eggs. And I just remember, I'm sure the graphics were terrible, but for the day I was looking at it and I was like, oh my God, it's like I'm actually a dinosaur. It was awesome. And what you would do is you would run around, you would jump, and you would try to bring the dinosaur eggs from the different dinosaurs' nests to your nest. And you know what? My friend told me to exercise when I'm not at war, so let's do that. And another game that he had was actually a caveman racing game. It was almost like Mario Kart, but with I always do military construction speed because I want to be able to build civilian factories early on. But yeah, and it was basically let's do this. It was basically Mario Kart, but with interesting, but with actually cavemen. It was so cool. And I remember my dad growing up. He would have his friends over. He lived with a roommate at the time, and him and his friends would all go over and they would play Halo. And as a little kid, I'd be like, oh, I want to play, I want to play. Let me tell you something. They did not take it easy on me at all. They would absolutely destroy me. But I would have fun. I would go ahead and take the beating. Whatever. And I would love playing. I would play it all the time with them. I would play Madden with them. I would get destroyed. Basically, they did not care that I was a little kid. They would just go ham. So that really helped me get better at video games. I wouldn't say quickly, but I would say definitely helped me having 4 grown men go as hard as they could against a little kid. And then going on, I loved playing the games with them so much that when my parents and I moved to a house, like they were living in apartments just to save money, and when they moved into a house, we all moved into a house. For the first Christmas, I actually got an Xbox, the original Xbox, and I got pause this real quick, and I got the original Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, and I also got, I believe it was Madden, the original, it was NCAA football, 04 or something like that, and it was also Top Spin Tennis. And I remember you could create a character in Top Spin Tennis, and that's what I would do. I would do like the career mode. And those were the first games that I played. To this day, Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic is still one of my favorite games of all time. It's just one of those classics that I can always go back to. Maybe I'll end up playing that game on this. We'll see. But you know, that was kind of the beginning. I got Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 2. I got Madden. I got MLB. I got all that stuff, and I just kind of kept playing and kept growing my library of games. You know, got an Xbox 360. At that point, I had, you know, played the Star Wars Battlefronts, played a ton of games, played a lot of sports games, and then I got the Xbox 360 in middle school. Let me tell you something. 7th grade, you get home from school, you get off the bus, there's only one thing that you're doing. You're getting on Xbox and you're playing some Call of Duty, right? Modern Warfare 2. Everyone's getting off the bus playing Modern Warfare 2. And those are some of like the best memories that I have playing, right? I was the type of person that added everybody on Xbox Live. I would be like, hey, you're pretty good and I'm pretty good. You wanna back out, make a lobby? And I would just have these full parties going into Ground War. And we would just destroy people. Because the one thing about Call of Duty is you're all working together as a team. It doesn't matter if you're the worst players in the world, right? You're gonna be able to take care of some noobs, right? Especially Christmas noobs. Those are the best. And you know, that just kept on going, and I kept playing video games. And now, obviously, I still play video games. I have a PS4. I have an Xbox One. I just built my my PC myself. It was a lot of fun, and I'm just planning on keeping playing games, right? I love HOI 4. The reason why I chose it to be like the first game I'm playing, and I'm just really excited to get into this YouTube thing. And I know I didn't really talk about the game much, so I'll go over that real quickly. My plans here, like I said, are to just keep building up stuff slowly. You know, go down this tree a little bit, maybe even go down the entire tree, and then by then I should have enough troops for the Anschluss, and then I will go ahead and prepare to invade France. But yeah, I'm really excited to start this YouTube thing, and I'll try to keep these episodes pretty short, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end this first episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of a taste of the type of person I am. Hopefully it was entertaining. I know it didn't really focus on the content necessarily, but I figured in my first YouTube video I want to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of background of me. So I guess my first question to you guys is, maybe tell me a little bit about yourself in the comments. Tell me maybe how you found my channel, or if you don't want to say anything in the comments, you can go ahead and try to check me out on Twitch. I'll link my channel in the description below, and just say, hey, I watched your first YouTube video, and give me some feedback on it. If you're, you know, into this game and maybe you've seen me do anything wrong, just go ahead and comment that in the comment section below, and give me some advice. I really appreciate, you know, you guys clicking on this video, and if you've made it this far, I really appreciate you, and hopefully this video has maybe convinced you to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, hopefully you guys have a great night or day, depending on when you're watching this, And I will see you guys next time for the next episode. Peace out.